I'm really good at all four. I'm an overachiever.
See, here's what happens. Did you guys know there's a neurological process that right here, your prefrontal cortex is the part of your brain that can think and consider and say, you know what? I should be sweet and kind and loving. And you actually want to do that. That's your heart's desire. But anytime you feel what's called perceived threat, it could be, oh, I got criticism. She's telling me I'm inadequate and I'm not good enough. Guess what that taps into? The baggage that runs deep inside of me. And that perceived threat sets off a little process in your brain where the prefrontal cortex turns off, it goes offline. And instead the midbrain, this down here in this part says, I know what to do, fight or flight. That's all the midbrain knows how to do is protect you, fight or flight. If you're walking along a path and you see a rattlesnake, you don't have to stop and get a committee and decide what to do about the rattlesnake. Your midbrain kicks in, fight or flight, you run away, problem solved. It protects you. Your midbrain does not know the difference between a rattlesnake, a car that cuts you off on the highway, somebody that veers over the double yellow line and comes straight at you, or your spouse criticizing you or telling you that there's something wrong with you. Your brain does not know the difference. It only knows to do fight or flight. There's four main ways that expresses itself: blame, shame, control, and escape. Blame, shame, control, and escape. You just saw a little enactment of some of that. I started making it her problem. She was making all of her baggage my problem. That's blame, where you put it off on the other person.
Shame is what you take on. It's the problem lies with me. There's something defective and wrong within me.
Control has two expressions. I'm really good at one of them, and that is, I'm going to control me. I'm going to beat this inadequacy. I'm going to prove to the world that I'm adequate. So I'm going to be good at what I do. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to study hard. I'm going to be really good at it. And then I won't have to fear judgment, disapproval from other people. The other expression of control, sorry, wait a minute. I'm controlled here. Okay. So the other part of control is where you try to control your environment, your climate, other people. You want them to parent the way you want them to parent. You want them to respond to you the way you need them to respond to you. You try to get them and manipulate them and twist them into being who you want them to be for you so that your pain goes away. Yes?
That's the dishwasher thing.
It is the dishwasher thing.
I had an aha moment.
You did?
Do you want to hear it?
What is it?
I use words to control.
Really?
Yeah, I think I use lots of words to control.
Lots of words.
And
there's different ways of control.
There is. And the last one is escape. I was telling you about that earlier, about getting on that bike and wanting just to leave the environment that you in. You physically can leave the environment, but you can escape by numbing the pain. And that takes all kinds of forms. Everybody, that's alcohol, that's drugs, that's pornography, that's shopping, that's your kids, that's working. That's anything that you do in excess in order to just numb that pain.
So starting around year 21 of our marriage, I started to unpack and figure out how this stuff all impacts me. And it turns out of the four, I'm really good at blaming, making it her problem, somehow twisting the story so it's something wrong with her rather than something wrong with me, and control. I'm either going to excel and do great, and then there's no question about my adequacy, or I'm going to try to control how she loads the dishwasher and how she loves me. Whatever the need is, I'm going to try to control that. Blame and control are my two really big ones.
Just two? I mean, I really think there's three, but we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
I'm really good at all four. I'm an overachiever. Let me tell you how I unpack that one. I'm going to start with shame, and I'm going to shame the person who is making me feel all of these feels. And then I'm going to try to control with all of those words. And usually it's a multitude of words, or it is angry words. Wonder where I learned that. And then when blame and control don't work, I'm going to go into shaming myself. Those two don't work. Well, obviously it must be me. There must be something wrong with me. And that just sends me into this depressed spiral where I go into all kinds of numbing behaviors.
All of this is the wrong way.